Hi, everyone. Welcome to Everyday Real English from Real Life podcast.
Welcome to the deep dive. So, many of us feel caught in this relentless pace, don't we? You know, notifications pinging, the to-do list just seems to grow and grow. And sometimes it genuinely feels like, I don't know, we're just one more deadline away from feeling completely swamped or anxious or just plain worn out.
Yeah, that feeling of being overwhelmed is really common.
Totally.
Yeah.
And finding that elusive moment of calm, it often feels, well, impossible, like a luxury we just can't afford.
It's true. We're navigating a world that constantly demands our attention, right? Whether it's like economic shifts or just the sheer volume of stuff we have to do every day.
Exactly.
So it's perfectly natural for our stress levels to be kind of on high alert.
Yeah.
And the idea of really slowing down can feel like just another thing to add to the list we don't have time for.
Exactly. And, you know, for a long time, I thought finding that mental reset meant hours of meditation, like on a cushion, or maybe a full weekend retreat.
Right, that's the common perception.
But what if the key to profound clarity, to finding that calm, isn't some long journey, but just 5 minutes?
Just 5 minutes. It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
So today we're taking a deep dive into the truly surprising power of these micro moments of mindfulness. Our mission is to unpack some simple, science-backed routines, things you can actually use. They're designed to help you reclaim focus, bring some calm into your day, and just feel more present and, in control, even when life feels chaotic.
Yeah, a quick way to get informed about something really effective.
Exactly. You consider this your shortcut. And hey, if you find this deep dive helpful, please do remember to like this episode, subscribe to our channel, and maybe share it with friends who could use a little reset too.
It really is a transformative shift you can make. And the link between even these short bursts of mindfulness and significant measurable benefits, it's backed by a growing body of scientific evidence, like a lot of it now.
Okay, so it's not just fluff.
Not at all. We're talking tangible improvements in stress reduction, an overall sense of well-being, and even things like a boost in job productivity and, career success. This isn't just some fleeting trend. It's really a powerful tool, kind of designed for the demands of modern life.
And it feels especially relevant right now, doesn't it? With all the external pressures we mentioned. It's just incredibly easy for our minds to get swept away. And worries about the future, like, what if I get laid off? Or endlessly replaying past regrets, like, oh, I wish I'd spoken up more in that meeting. My mind definitely loves doing that.
Oh, absolutely. It's a universal tendency, that mental chatter. But what's truly fascinating is that as little as 5 minutes of daily mindfulness can actually induce a state of mental relaxation and alertness, like at the same time.
Relaxation and alertness, that sounds counterintuitive.
It does, but it allows you to approach your day, your work, your interactions really from a much calmer, more centered place, but still sharp,
Okay, so it's definitely not about emptying your mind, right?
Yeah.
Because that always felt like the most impossible instruction whenever I tried meditating before.
Yeah.
My mind just goes faster.
Yeah, you're hitting on a really crucial point there. Mindfulness isn't about emptying your mind at all. That's a big misconception.
Okay, good.
In fact, it's more about training your mind to do something it doesn't instinctively do, which is to consistently return to the present moment, right here, right now.
Okay. Training, not emptying.
Exactly. This practice allows you to actually be here now to, truly enjoy life and appreciate it, instead of getting caught in those endless loops of worry about the future or regret about the past.
That makes sense.
And on a neuroscientific level, just 5 minutes offers a really powerful reset. It lets you notice your mind's habitual workings, harness what's called the social circuitry of your brain, and effectively just recharge.
Social circuitry of your brain.
Yeah.
That sounds really intriguing. Can you unpack that a bit? What's actually happening inside our heads during these short practices?
Absolutely. So when we engage in even short bursts of mindfulness, we're actively lowering cortisol levels. That's our body's main stress hormone.
Right. Cortisol. Heard of that.
So lowering that directly reduces feelings of stress and anxiety. But there's more. It also strengthens your prefrontal cortex.
Okay. The front part of the brain.
Yeah, essentially the brain's executive control center. It's responsible for focus, rational thinking, decision-making. So strengthening that means you're building a stronger internal manager.
Like someone who can step in before you react.
Precisely. It helps you override those impulsive reactions, lets you choose how to respond rather than just, automatically reacting to things.
So it's almost like installing a better firewall for your emotional state. That's powerful.
It really is. And regarding that social circuitry you asked about, what we're talking about are the neural pathways that govern our ability to connect with others, to feel empathy, and crucially, to regulate our own emotions within social contexts.
So it affects relationships too.
Definitely. By strengthening these pathways, mindfulness can actually improve your relationships and your sense of belonging, because you become better attuned both to yourself and to others.
Yeah.
And beyond that, it boosts overall cognitive function, things like memory, concentration, and can even support your immune function. It literally shifts brain activity.
It's just it. How
It
about
moves activity away from the amygdala, that's the part linked to stress and fear, the fight or flight center, and more towards the prefrontal cortex, bringing you to a calmer, more controlled state.
Okay, that clarifies why 5 minutes can be so impactful. It's actually changing brain function. But for people who might be new to this or maybe have those misconceptions we talked about, what is mindfulness, really, at its core? How do we simplify it?
Yeah, good question. At its absolute core, mindfulness is simply the practice of being fully present, right here in this moment.
Fully present.
It means bringing awareness to your thoughts, your emotions, your physical sensations, but without judgment. That without judgment part is key.
Right. Focusing on the now.
Exactly. People often confuse it with trying to stop thinking, but it's really more about observing your thoughts as they come and go, like clouds passing, rather than getting all tangled up in them.
That distinction without judgment feels so important because my mind definitely wanders and then I get frustrated with myself thinking, ugh, I'm doing it wrong.
That's such a common and very human experience. And yeah, that non-judgmental approach is truly crucial. Think of your mind maybe like a two-lane highway.
Okay.
Most of us spend a lot of time speeding along in what we could call the outside lane, constantly thinking about our daily tasks, what's for dinner, that email you need to send, the never-ending to-do list.
Yep, it sounds familiar.
But the real key to greater mental well-being is intentionally spending more time noticing rather than just thinking. And you can do this noticing in both lanes.
Noticing instead of thinking. So it's a kind of curious, almost gentle observation, whether it's stuff happening around you or what's going on inside your own head. Not judging it, just seeing it.
Exactly that, this curious noticing. Whether it's your outside lane, sounds, sights, sensations around you, or your inside lane, what you're thinking and feeling right now, that is what activates your parasympathetic nervous system.
Okay, the opposite of fight or flight.
Precisely. Your body's rest and digest response. It effectively takes you off red alert, calming your whole nervous system down.
That makes perfect sense. It's like flipping a switch from, I don't know, overdrive down to cruise control. So, okay, knowing all that, the big question is, how do we actually start? Let's get practical.
Yes. Let's get into the toolkit. We've got a couple of simple, really actionable routines you can try, maybe even right after listening to this.
And what do you need? Fancy equipment?
Yeah.
Special clothes?
Nope. The beauty is you don't need anything fancy at all. Just yourself in 5 minutes. That's it.
Love it.
So to prepare for these practices, just find a comfortable chair or maybe a cushion, somewhere relatively quiet where you hopefully won't be distracted too much. Sit upright, keep your back straight, but, relaxed, not rigid. Let your hands rest naturally, maybe on your lap or your knees.
Eyes open or closed?
Your choice entirely. You can gently close your eyes, or if that feels uncomfortable, just soften your gaze, maybe looking downwards towards the floor. The idea is just to limit visual distractions a bit.
All right, ready. Let's dive into the first routine. We're calling this one the Breath and Body Scan Reset.
Great starting point.
So for the first part, let's focus on relax and breathe. This takes about, say, 1 to 2 minutes. Start by taking a few deep breaths. Really feel them coming from your diaphragm, your belly. You can even place a hand on your stomach to feel it rise and fall.
That physical connection helps.
Yeah, and as you breathe out, just visualize any tension in your body gently leaving with that exhale. You might imagine it, I don't know, draining out through your toes or maybe escaping with the breath itself or just melting away. Whatever image works for you.
Then gently shift your attention to the actual sensation of the air moving in and out of your body. Just observe its natural rhythm. Don't try to control it, just notice it. Maybe notice subtle details like the temperature of the air as it comes in or the feeling of your chest rising and falling.
And what happens when the grocery list pops into my head? Because it will.
It absolutely will, and that's okay. When your mind wanders, and again, totally normal, just gently acknowledge the thought, like, thinking, and then guide your focus back to your breath. No big deal.
Gently guide it back.
Exactly. And for anyone finding it tricky to stay focused, especially at the start, you could try a simple counting technique. As you inhale, mentally say 1 as you exhale, 2, all the way up to 10, and then just start over at 1. It gives your mind a gentle anchor.
Nice tip. Okay, so after a minute or two of breath focus, what's next in this routine?
Next, for about 1 minute, we move into a body scan. You shift your awareness to different parts of your body, maybe start down at your toes and slowly move your attention upwards bit by bit, all the way to the top of your head.
And what am I looking for?
Just noticing any sensations you find. It could be tension, maybe warmth, tingling, perhaps even a slight discomfort. The key is, again, without trying to change anything, just observe with curiosity, like you're a scientist noticing an interesting detail,
Observe with curiosity. I like that.
And if you do find an area of tension, maybe in your shoulders or your jaw, you can gently imagine breathing into that specific spot. Picture the breath softening that area as you exhale. This simple act actually sends a direct signal to your parasympathetic nervous system, helping your body relax even more.
Wow, okay. Breathing into the tension.
It's surprisingly effective for releasing those physical holding patterns we all carry.
Okay, so breath focus, then body scan. What's
Yeah.
the last part?
For the final minute or so, we expand awareness and set intention. You gradually broaden your focus outwards again. Start noticing the sounds around you, maybe distant voices, the hum of your computer, birds outside. Just listen.
Taking in the environment.
Yeah, and notice any other subtle sensory details too, perhaps scents in the air or changes in temperature on your skin. Then before you finish, just take a moment to really feel your breath, feel your body, maybe feel the stillness you've cultivated in this short time.
Bringing it all together.
Exactly. And then set a simple positive intention for the rest of your day. Could be something really small, like, I will approach challenges with patience, or maybe I will try to be fully present in my next conversation.
Well, I like that. Connecting the calm to the rest of the day.
Precisely. It helps integrate that mindful state into your daily life rather than it just being a separate 5-minute thing.
That's a fantastic foundational routine, the breath and body scan reset. But what if someone needs something maybe even quicker or just a different flavor of reset?
Good point. Our second routine, let's call it noticing outside and inside, offers a wonderfully direct path to calm. It really draws on that 2-lane highway idea we talked about earlier.
Okay, the noticing lanes. How does this one work?
This one's incredibly simple but really powerful. For the first minute, you focus on noticing in the outside lane. So sit comfortably, eyes open or closed, doesn't matter. Set a timer for just 60 seconds. 1 minute. And during that time, listen with genuine curiosity to as many different sounds as you can possibly detect around you. Could be the heating system, distant traffic, maybe voices down the hall, a clock ticking, even your own stomach gurgling. The key is just to notice the sounds. Don't analyze them, don't judge them, just let them register.
Okay, 1 minute of pure listening. Then what?
Then, after that minute is up, you shift your attention inward for noticing in the inside lane. Now, without trying to remember the sounds you just heard, simply notice your internal state. What's going on inside?
What might I notice?
You might observe things like a slightly lower heart rate, maybe your breathing has become slower and more relaxed, perhaps a softening in your muscles, particularly shoulders or jaw.
Just from listening.
It's remarkable, isn't it? In just 60 seconds of that act of noticing, most people report feeling calmer, more clear-headed, maybe even a bit more energized, because you've successfully shifted gears from that busy thinking mind to the more receptive noticing mind.
Wow, that's fast.
It really is. So from that calmer internal state you've just observed, you then transition to focusing on your breath, using it as a gentle focal point for the remaining time, let's say another minute or two.
Back to the breath anchor.
Exactly. Follow your breath through a full cycle, feeling the lungs fill, feeling them empty. Thoughts will inevitably pop up, that's fine. Just allow them to pass by like clouds, and gently, kindly bring your attention back to the sensation of your breathing. No judgment needed.
Gently bring it back.
Every single time your mind strays, and it will stray, that's what minds do, just gently and kindly guide your awareness back. You'll likely be amazed at the clarity and peace even this short practice can bring.
2 great routines there. Now, what about the specific kind of sticky worries, the ones that seem to just linger and bug you? I heard about something called the butterfly hug. It sounds a bit different.
It does sound a little quirky, doesn't it? But the butterfly hug is actually a unique neuroscience-backed technique. And yeah, it can be incredibly effective for diffusing the emotional charge of specific worries.
Okay, I'm intrigued. How does it work?
It really is quite interesting. So first, you bring to mind a small worry that's currently bothering you. Now, this isn't really for deep trauma, but more for those nagging concerns,
Like what? Give me an example.
Sure, like, oh, I hope my coworkers like the presentation I have to give, or maybe dwelling on something like, ugh, I wish I had spoken up more in that meeting yesterday. Something that has a mild emotional hook, a bit of unease attached.
Got it. A specific little worry. Then what? The hugging part.
Sort of. You cross your arms over your chest so your right hand is on your left shoulder, left hand on your right shoulder. Then you gently tap or flap your hands against your shoulders, alternating left, right, left, right. Kind of like a butterfly's wings.
Okay. Do the butterfly tap. What else?
While you're doing that gentle, alternating tapping, you turn your head to the right and focus intently on a specific object in your environment. Pick anything. And for about 20 seconds, just notice all its details, its shape, size, colors, any textures. Really see it as vividly as you can.
Okay, 20 seconds on the right, tapping.
Then, gently turn your head to the left and do exactly the same thing with a different object over there for another 20 seconds. Again, take in all the details while you keep up the gentle butterfly tapping.
Left object, 20 seconds, still tapping. Got it. Do I repeat that?
Yeah, you can repeat that whole sequence, right object, left object, maybe 2 or 3 times, continuously doing the gentle tapping.
All right. And after I've done the tapping and the looking side to side, what's supposed to happen?
After you stop, take a moment and recall that original worry you started with. Just bring it back to mind. And chances are it will have lost a significant amount of its emotional power.
Really?
Yeah, it might feel kind of distant or less intense. You might even struggle to remember exactly how strongly you felt about it just a couple of minutes before.
How does that work? Why the tapping and looking?
It's related to bilateral stimulation, similar to principles used in therapies like EMDR. Essentially, this technique seems to put the brakes on your brain's fight or flight response, the amygdala activation. It helps engage your rest and digest system, the parasympathetic nervous system.
Ah, back to the nervous system switch.
Exactly. It gives you more immediate access to calm, clarity, and a feeling of confidence, often precisely when you need it most for those specific nagging thoughts.
Wow. The butterfly hug. Definitely one to try when a particular worry gets stuck.
It's a wonderful tool to have in your back pocket for quickly diffusing those anxieties and gaining a bit of perspective. So, okay, we've got these powerful tools now, the breath scan, noticing inside, outside, the butterfly hug.
Yeah.
But how do we make sure this calm isn't just, a fleeting moment? How do we make it stick?
Yeah, sustainability is key, right? It goes down to consistency. And this is where that 5-minute approach truly shines, I think.
Absolutely. Even just 5 minutes a day creates really profound long-term benefits. Regular short practice is actually far more effective than trying to do, say, an hour once a week and then nothing.
Like building a muscle, right? Little and often.
Exactly like building a muscle. Consistent engagement, even for these brief periods, strengthens those helpful neural pathways. It makes it easier and quicker to access that state of calm whenever you need it, both in the moment and over time.
And what about that frustration when your mind wanders? We keep saying it's normal, but it can still feel annoying.
It totally can. And that's why the reminder about no judgment is so crucial. Your mind will wander during practice. That's literally its job to think. It's completely normal.
So the goal isn't a blank mind.
Definitely not. The power isn't in not having thoughts. The power lies in gently acknowledging the distraction. Oh, there's a thought. And then kindly, without beating yourself up, bringing your focus back to your breath or your body or whatever your anchor is.
And each time you bring it back, that's like a rep, strengthening the muscle.
Precisely. Every single time you gently guide your mind back to the present, you're building that stronger, more resilient mental muscle. That's the actual practice.
Okay. We also highly encourage you to try and integrate mindfulness into your daily life, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be a separate sit down on a cushion block of time.
Absolutely. Blending it in is fantastic. For instance, you could practice mindful walking on your way to the office, or even just walking to the kitchen. Really notice the sensation of your feet on the ground, maybe the feeling of the air on your skin, the sights and sounds around you, without judging them.
Or maybe just tuning into ambient sounds while you're waiting for a virtual meeting to start, instead of scrolling your phone.
Perfect example. Or even just taking one mindful sip of your coffee or tea in the morning, really tasting it, feeling the warmth. These little moments add up.
And flexibility is important too, isn't it? People can adapt these routines.
Oh, for sure. Feel free to modify these routines to fit your preferences. Adjust your sitting position, experiment with different times of day that work for you. Maybe you find gentle background music helpful, or a calming scent like lavender.
But those extras aren't necessary.
not at all necessary to get the core benefits, but if they enhance your experience and help you practice consistently, then great. Use what supports you.
Makes sense. So the ultimate goal here is really building that long-term resilience, isn't it? It's not just about the quick fix.
Exactly. Consistent practice offers that quick stress relief in minutes when you need it, absolutely. But perhaps more importantly, it helps you become significantly less reactive to stress over time. You're building a solid foundation of calm that supports you through all of life's inevitable ups and downs.
So this deep dive, we've really explored the profound and maybe underestimated power of just 5 minutes, integrating these simple practices into your daily life.
Yeah, these accessible practices can genuinely lead to a mind that finds stillness more readily, more often, helping you feel calmer, definitely more clear-headed, and paradoxically maybe more energized too.
And over time, practicing regularly means you're less likely to be stuck ruminating on past regrets or getting lost in future anxieties.
Exactly. You become more grounded in the here and now, and that grounding translates directly into tangible benefits, things like increased engagement at work, better productivity, even improved career performance. It's a remarkable return on what is actually a very small investment of time.
A huge return for just 5 minutes a day.
It really is. So as you move forward from this deep dive today, maybe just consider this question for yourself. How might just 5 minutes each day, practiced consistently, transform not just your stressful moments, but your entire way of moving through the world?
Making you more resilient, more present, more engaged. A powerful thought to end on.
Want to practice these phrases? Download your free PDF guide to review vocabulary, role plays, and quizzes. Find the link in the description and pinned comment, and feel free to share it with friends.
Like and subscribe for more English tips.